Hey, hey, brothers, all my sisters, all my kings and queens. Your boy Mtiduzi coming back to y'all with another video. Today is the 2nd of August. It's a Friday, 2024. As you can see by the title, Embracing the Lonely Phase. Let's get right into it, brothers. Oh my queens. Your boy Mtuduzi right here. I'm currently 25, right? 25, and yeah, and I'm embracing the lonely phase. And for me, I won't lie, like I'm taking it like a man, you feel? That's the best way I can put it. But yeah, I was looking at someone. Let's talk about embracing it, right? First, let me get into this whole lonely phase. What I mean when I say I am in a lonely phase is, yes, I have brothers, I have girls I'm surrounded by, right? But there's no one I can really truly call a friend. You feel me? So I have a lot of brothers, the relationship, the friendship is shaky. So for me, I don't go out on a limb and say, no, that's my friend. I'm like, nah, that ain't my friend, you feel me? You know, people, I've heard of a lot of, people are not your friends, they're your colleagues. No, they're your acquaintances, my bad. And I truly believe that, there's a lot of people I talk to, a lot of people I interact with in my daily life. I'm a social person, I won't even lie to you. But I've seen that we are acquaintances. Like, we're not me have your number, let's go out type of friend. Maybe remembering birthdays, right? If you tell me it's your birthday, but like, yeah, me hanging out with you, friend. And if you can't hang out with the person, they're not your friend. Let's talk the truth. So, embracing the lonely phase. And how I came about this topic, shout out to Alex Hormonzi. I think that's how you pronounce his surname. But yeah, check him out. He's really big. And what he was saying is, I was watching a certain video of his, right? And he's like, mainly you're in a phase where, I'm paraphrasing it, but you're in a phase where you're transitioning, right? A lot of us are transitioning. So you know that you can't go back and chill with these old friends of yours because, to talk the truth, they're going nowhere. It seems like they don't have progress. And you want progress, right? You want all the good things life has to offer. But you're not at a place where you can be surrounded by the people you want to be around because you don't have the accomplishments. Right? So what we call it is, or how he said it is, you're in a transitional phase where you're in the middle. Yes, it's the lonely phase. Yes, you are alone. Yes, might feel some type of way. But you look back on should I fit in? Should I go back there? But then you're like, nah. Honestly, you can see that there's a reason I left. There's a reason I am headed here. So you keep on walking, but it's a lonely phase, right? And for me, it's like, we have to embrace it. You have to be okay with it. And you have to move forward, and you have to embrace all that comes with it. So on my side, right, like, I'm looking at all my old brothers, all the sisters I've cut off, and I'm like, you know what? Anyone has the power to change their life, right? So I'm not saying that they stuck there forever, but like right now, it seems like you guys are not moving towards the good life. I'm someone who wants wealth. I want riches. I want to be healthy. I want the good life, right? I want God, and I see there's a clear path to all these things. So I'm like, guys, why are we not moving forward? So there's a lot of brothers I had to leave, and also because of their ways, right? I have certain morals I abide by. I want to be a type of person, someone with integrity. Just, like there's a whole image, right? I don't know what they call it, but I would say your self ideal, the person who is the best you that you want to become. So now if you're surrounded by people who you feel like are not heading in your same direction, it's hard for you guys to click, right? The way Alex put it, it's so real. He was like, if he said to you, or firstly, he was like, there's a lot of y'all who are surrounded by enemies, but you think they are your friends. But he was like, if I said to you, there's this person who doesn't want me to achieve my goals. Is this person a friend or enemy? The obvious answer is this person is an enemy. And we have to when I look at it that way, right? On some, am I gonna achieve? He also said to look at it this way: am I gonna achieve my goals with this person or not? Right? Am I rather gonna achieve my goals because of this person, or am I rather not? A lot of the brothers and sisters in my life, I know that I'm not gonna achieve. I'm just seeing a gushesh driven by this colored girl, man. But yeah, a lot of the brothers and sisters, I see that, I'm not gonna hit my goal with them in my life. Already the friendship, how bad it was. There's no way that where I'm going, they're also gonna go with me, right? And that's just, it's hard to accept, but that's facts. So I'm in this lonely phase, and embracing it comes with, I'm not someone who wants to go to parties alone. So I have to be real with myself that, okay, you're not partying unless you have someone to go with. I'm not the type of person who does solo dates. I'm thinking back. I'm thinking back to, there's this girl, we don't talk no more, right? Yeah, we were friends. But yeah, she was like, yeah, I love solo dates. And I'm like, what? A solo? It just doesn't make sense to me. But yeah, anyways, I'm not someone who does solo dates. You know what? Like, where I live, I have siblings who are constantly going out. So my nieces, right, are on some, or my one niece, Fezo, she's on some, oh, you don't always go out, you at home, but maybe so-and-so's always going out. And it's something, firstly, that it's truth, right? So it stings. But I'm like, in all honesty, like, I'm not gonna try be someone that goes out when I know that, such and such sibling, in my perspective, it's not real. Like, yes, they are going out, but I believe their relationships, their friendships are not solid, because I was also this person, right? So I want something solid, but I won't force myself to go out just to have that image, right? I have to accept what comes with being in the lonely phase. But there's good and bad, right? Like, you have a whole lot of time, not bad, to know yourself. There's a whole lot of time to work on yourself. This is the first time ever that I actually have goals written down that I am working towards. There's a lot of people, I don't even know if they say only 3% of people write down their goals. So most brothers I knew, they ain't writing down goals. And not to judge them, but that's what I'm saying. It's like, okay, there's positives and there's negatives, but you have to embrace it, right? Like, I'm at the point where I'm okay with being lonely, because I know it's a phase. Sometimes it feels like, when am I gonna be surrounded with true brothers, true girls, which I can call friends, right? When am I gonna be at a place where I have, I'm someone who wants lots of friends, right? I know, this whole thing, lots of friends, blah, blah, blah. But I'm someone who wants lots of friends, and I know I can get there. But it's like, now that I'm in this phase, I'm like, okay, I have to accept it, see it for what it is. But also understand that I'm going somewhere. As I say, the lonely phase, I see it as a transitional phase, how Alex put it. So I know that I am going here. I don't have to fret myself. I just have to do what's necessary in this phase, right? In order for me to go to the next level. Because I see I'm clearly going to the next level. I'm clearly going on to make more money, to be healthier, to get me a good looking girl, you feel me, with morals. What else? To being smarter, wiser, to developing a better relationship with God. Just all the good things, you feel me. So it's like, yeah, I embrace it. Like, certain days, it's hard to deal with that. Okay, you have nowhere to go. Like, even today, you feel me, I got off from work and I wanted to go to the mall to even watch a movie, but I was like, nah, what the hell am I going to the mall for? You feel me? Let me go work on my goals. Yeah, I'm feeling kind of itchy. Don't mind me, man. But yeah, like, you ask yourself these questions, and mainly because, I came through dressed like this by work. It's funny, every time I wear like a suit, I had my black blazer on, right? Black pants. Ooh. Check out the polo shoes that match with the waistcoat. But yeah, so everyone's like, where you going? Where you going? I'm like, guys, I'm not going anywhere. Like, you're lying. Who is she? Who is she? So there's a part of me, that I do know that I'm gonna be out, right? But then there's a part of me that's like, you know what? Accept reality for what it is, but know that reality is gonna change. Yes, I won't force to go out. I could be the guy, if I even drank, to go to the bar alone. You see those guys. But all of that is just foolishness to me now. So it's like, what's best? Go home, work on yourself, work on your goals, work on being the person you want to be, work on developing a better relationship with God, getting smart, and all the good things, right? Then in due time, these things will come to you. Like, I'm a rapper, right? Yes, sir. I'm a rapper, and one thing that I know, right? I'm gonna be signed under my own label. But one thing that is pushed, right? One gem, if I can say, that is pushed is, as a rapper, you have to have a team. Jay-Z says, Michael, Martin, right? Martin Luther King. Martin had a dream. Hove had a team. So one thing is, you have to have a team. And how I look at it, I'm going to have a DJ, manager. I don't want to manage myself. I probably can, but I want to have a manager, DJ, maybe my publisher, a lawyer, definitely. Like, I'm just gonna be surrounded by a team of brothers supporting my vision. You feel me? And I know that time will come where I'm like, maybe 10 deep everywhere I go. But maybe for now, embrace the lonely phase, do what needs to be done to get there, right? To get to that next level. But yeah, like, it's real being in the lonely phase. But when I look at it, it's sad that most people are not just in a lonely phase. It's like they are lonely, and that's where I don't want to be, right? Most people, you see them, they're old, they are lonely. And I know that's not my portion, right? But yeah, in order for it to be a phase, do what needs to be done, and then you'll be able to move on and develop friendships. Yeah, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna feel it, right? Like, it's gonna burn. And I don't understand, just to kind of go off course, I understand why, some people who cut themselves, right? They always used to talk about physical pain is better than, if I could say, emotional pain. And I never got it. I kind of felt like I understood them, but I had never been through it, so I had never got it. But now that I have something similar, right? We've all been through emotional pain, but like this pain of loneliness, I can understand their way of thinking. But yeah, like, it's gonna hurt, right? Emotional pain. But just know that it's a phase, transitional phase. And do what's necessary, right? Like, now that I am in my lonely phase, it's not that like I don't try by any means to make friends. Like, I try to make friends. I speak to people. And as I say, like, it's a weird phase because it's not like you can't make friends. You're surrounded by people, but you don't want them to be your friend because you feel like this is not my friend group, right? You feel like, these are not the right people for me. So it's like you're surrounded by people, but you're still lonely. But yeah, anyways, it's a phase, brothers and sisters. Do what needs to be done. I just cut off a sister yesterday, right? And to quickly talk about it. So basically, she had hit me up like, oh, what's going on? How's your day? And I had hit her back with the text, now my day's going good. What's this? And she never replied for over a month, right? So then she replies the other day. And I took a day to respond. But I was like, I don't appreciate, you offended me, right? You didn't reply in a whole month. But like, with the more knowledge I've gotten, this is what girls do. They kind of hit you with some time, then they come back. Depends on if you pissed. They want to see like if you need them. There's this whole information that you also have to know as a brother, right? But yeah, like, yeah, she hit me with like more than a month of silence. So with her, like, I was never pursuing her, right? We were just just friends, like, our relationship is strictly platonic. So, in her explanation, right, like, after me telling her that, now you offended me, I am cutting you off, she was like, nah, she does it even to her best friend. It was an honest mistake. But like, guys, for me, how I judge it, right? I forgive her, but like, I can't be friends with someone who does that. In all honesty, it's like, I'm looking at it like, firstly, friend, we have to be in constant communication, right? Constant communication. So if I don't talk to you within a whole month, and for me, right, I didn't double text her because I was like, how much more is it gonna hurt if she doesn't reply to the second text? So after she didn't text me back, I left it how it was. But like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, throughout our friendship, if I can call it, she was okay, nothing. But like, it's like, just for what she did, I can't keep her close as a friend, So it's like these small things that you go through. It's like, then it has you thinking like, okay, is it you forcing yourself? Is it you prolonging this lonely phase? But then again, it's not. Like, you have to set boundaries, and then the right people who fit into your boundaries will come along and you guys will be lifelong friends, right? Yeah, like just from that one video by Alex, right? He was like, most of your friends, you guys are friends because of convenience, right? They live close to you. They grew up where you grew up. And I was like, how true is that? It's like, honestly, obviously we have some things in common, right? Because there's a lot of people who grow up around us and we still make certain friends. But like, if you guys didn't grow up around each other, went to the same school, stayed in the same place, we weren't gonna be friends. And like, as friends, people want to hold on to that, like, we grew up with each other. But then again, now at the point in my life, I'm about self-improvement, and I can't be around people who are not self-improving, because it just doesn't make sense, right? Like, it's like if we all broke, and it's like, okay guys, someone offers every one of us a job, and I take the job, and I'm like, okay, I'm making money now. I'm like, guys, why don't you are y'all also taking the job? Do you want to be broke? And they're like, nah, we don't want that job. It's hard for you as someone who took the job to understand their point, right? And to still remain friends, because now we know, like, a lot of things need money, right? But you understand this in your own way. But like, so now they won't ask you for money, but like, it will be expected because you have money to pay. But it's like, why don't you also just go get the job they offered you? The offer is still up. So it's like, you have to be in this phase until you get to where the people you are meant to be with are at. The people who are improving their lives, the people who want the best for themselves. As I say, like, for me, I want to be a multi-millionaire. I know what it's gonna take. I know the work ethic. I know just the type of person you have to be to achieve this, right? And I know that most people, they have the opportunity to be the best version of themselves. It's that not everyone wants to be, right? Like, people know what to do to get in shape. Not everyone wants to be in shape. It's just like, go to the gym. It's not for me. So that's how I look at it. It's like, okay, if you don't want to be in shape, it's hard for me to be surrounded by you because I want to be. And here I am trying to lift you up. Here you are, in a way, pulling me down. So yeah, it's a phase, guys. But throughout it all, make the right judgments. Pray to God. For me, whether lonely phase, whether I am surrounded by 100 brothers and sisters, I always have to keep a good relationship with God. Always speak to Him. It says pray without ceasing. But yeah, just consult God and just make sure you're doing the right thing, right? But yeah, it's a phase. It's your boy Mduduzi. I've said all I need to say. If you like the video, drop a like. Comment anything you want to comment down below. Subscribe if you feel led. I'm out. Peace.